gentlemen, your host for tonight's show.
Here, I'll break it over your. I'll break it over your head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're a real crumb bum.
See, these guys are all the same.
With filthy mouths and bad attitudes.
The Crumb Show.
Welcome to the Crumb Show. I'm Fat Chicarella, Jesse Marchese, Chris Reynolds, and Jerry Joe Pesci.
Here at the Crumb Show, we like to get into the crumb side of life. We're all crumbs in one way or another, so let's face it and talk some shit and laugh about it. So what do you crumbs got cooking this week? I hear Fat's got some stuff on his mind.
Yeah, we could jump right into it.
Let's do it, baby.
Look, I love the NFL, love football, but I'm getting fed up with the NFL.
Yeah, why's that?
Because there's a lot of jerk-offs in the NFL, and there's one jerk-off recently. You know, these guys are getting away with shit. Look, playing in the NFL is a fucking privilege. Millions of kids want to get into the NFL. Only a few selected of the best.
1%.
1%, right. Imagine how many kids that are good don't get in because this assholes get in. I'm talking about Joe Mixon from the Cincinnati Bengals, running back.
He's a crumb.
I mean, some charges recently. I mean, 2 charges within the past month got filed against him. But we go back to when he was a freshman in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, right? Yeah, Sooners, yeah. Where he clocked this chick, broke her fucking jaw.
Yeah.
Right? So he gets fucking suspended for the year, right? But then gets to come back the next year, play college ball, right? He's really good, right? But gets to get in the draft of the NFL and plays millions of fucking dollars. You know what I mean? What a fucking crumb. He broke this fucking girl's jaw. I don't care what this girl did. I don't care if she fucked his best friend. You don't hit a girl like that. Dude.
Not like that.
Like, he fucking clocked her, dude.
We just watched the video.
Open hand.
Hey,
Open
that
hand.
was a closed fucking
I'm just
fist.
kidding.
I don't think you're kidding.
Don't look at me like that.
But no.
You do. You know what I'm talking about.
So then, just recently, he gets into a road rage thing and pulls a gun out on another lady, right? And tells her somebody should pop you. I should shoot you or something, or blow your head off. Some bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. Them charges get mysteriously dropped, right?
But do we know that he actually said those things? Do we know that?
Do I know for sure? No. I'm just going by
because
what
it got dropped.
Yeah.
I mean.
So did the fucking thing when she broke this fucking poor girl's jaw because her dad took the payoff. Like, come on, man. I'm not even mad at that. What I'm mad at is the NFL is not taking action. Like, you got away with that. You got drafted. Now you're still fucking up, and they're still not doing anything. This kid should be kicked out of the fucking NFL. There should be
he will be now after.
I don't think so. I think this should have been happened already. Just like fucking that other asshole that plays for the fucking Dolphins, Tyreek Hill. Yeah, another asshole who breaks his fucking kid's arm and beats his old lady up while she's pregnant. You're fucking crumbs. They're fucking bad. I don't even want to call them a crumb because they don't deserve to be called crumbs because they don't get. Yeah, fuck them. They're pieces of shit.
Somebody in his house shot a little kid the other day outside for playing a Nerf war.
Yeah.
So I don't know what escalated or
gun.
what happened, but
And Joe Mixon?
I didn't hear nothing about it. That's crazy.
They're not
Get out much, I guess.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you got a Joe Mixon jersey under that sweatshirt right now.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Got Joe Mixon panties on.
It's next to my Ray Rice jersey.
Yeah.
How isn't the NFL I don't.
If you get the reference.
I just don't understand what they're waiting for. There should be no wait. There should be no hesitation. Even if you're just accused of it. Look, don't put yourself in that situation. You know, I'm a working blue collar man. I don't put myself in them situations.
apparently old ass Sean Kemp did a drive by on somebody.
You see what I mean?
Get the fuck out of here.
Give it a googs.
Give it a googs.
This dude, Joe Mixon, said, well, you should be popped in the face. I should shoot you. The police can't get me.
Yeah. And he's right. He's fucking right.
But how,
You know what I mean?
and did she say that's what he said, or she got it on video? I mean, anybody could say something. Anybody could say somebody said.
Yeah, and anybody could have broke that fucking poor girl's jaw, but they don't. But he did.
It says was alleged.
Alleged.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
Well, then a week or two later, somebody allegedly shoots somebody outside of his house, and the bullets came from there. Then apparently he must have meant it when he said it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
They dropped the
right.
charges. It
Yeah.
says the reported police search follows the dropping of a misdemeanor menacing charge.
Yeah, you know why? Because he fucking wrote another fucking check.
Because
that's
I'm
why.
Joe Mixon of the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's fucking
That's why
bull-
that got tossed.
I'm fucking sick of it,
But
dude.
now, a little kid was shot. He ain't never playing in the NFL again.
I beg to differ. I think he's going. He's not going to be a Bengal next year. That's for sure. I'm almost certain about that because I think they're done with him.
What did Ray Rice do?
He's going to be
after
on
his
another
shit?
team next year. He's going to be on the Titans or something.
No. He'll be in the XFL or whatever that shit is.
Whatever.
yeah.
He should be banned from fucking professional sports.
He's probably going to jail.
I hope so. I fucking hope so, but I don't think so. There's so many fucking assholes
No,
in the
bro.
NFL.
This one here is state taking over. All right, it ain't gonna be up to somebody's parents on this one.
How couldn't the state take over when he broke that fucking girl's?
Alvin Kamara's in trouble too.
Yeah, another fucking jerk off. You know what I mean? Like, it just keeps going on and on, dude. Like,
Well, there's a list of crumbs over the NFL's history.
millions of them.
And you got to think though, these guys they're beasts.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I heard
Go out here and practically try to kill your enemy here, then go home and be a good man and a nice father. Like it's psychologically fucking them up.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are dudes though.
But that's
that
why the
go do
NFL
their
should be a
job.
selected few, and if you fuck up, you don't get another chance.
It's
You got-
already a selected few.
Yeah, but more than that, you fuck up, you're out because only the strong survive. Like you should be able to fucking get a CTA and keep going on and conduct yourself. Look, I work at not 9 to 5 or 4 to fucking whatever, but if I do that shit, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be charges pending, charges were mysteriously dropped. You know what
Give
I mean?
him $20 million.
Yeah.
The charges will mysteriously drop.
Yeah.
Man, like I love football so much. It almost makes you want to stop watching it, dude, because of these fucking assholes, dude. Like it's sickening.
Does the NFL have a morality clause? I know one of those sports.
They say they do. They say they do.
well, like
They have a loose meaning of morality.
If you're not a good player, then yeah, it's
well,
an effect.
like look at Mike Vick. They let him come back.
But at least Mike Vick did time. You know what I mean? You know, he says he apologized. I mean, he had to do all that shit. But like, at least he did a sentence. This fucking asshole, he's getting away with murder. He might as well just go fucking kill somebody because he's not going to jail. He told that lady, the cops ain't going to do nothing.
that one dude who.
But that was allegedly.
Hernandez.
No, not Aaron Hernandez. It was might have been a Raven. Who's the dude in Raven?
Oh,
Ray
right,
Rice.
Ray-
Ray Rice.
That's Ray Rice.
That's-
Okay.
yeah.
When you said that, I pictured
He
the
didn't
dude
kill
who.
her. He just punched her in her
Yeah,
fucking
in the
face.
hotel, but it was dude.
Nah, that's not who I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Ray?
Ray Rice was in the elevator.
No. He's talking about he's talking about Ray.
Somebody got
Ray Caruth.
Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Ray
somebody got
yeah.
stabbed outside of a nightclub or some shit.
Exactly.
He was just there.
Yeah.
You don't know
It-
whether
they
he
never found his suit. To this
gives a
day, the suit he was wearing mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah.
So what? You know how much good shit he's did out for the community. Since
What?
Then,
What did
in
he do?
20 years. Who?
Ray Lewis is
Yeah.
the man, dude.
Ray Lewis is the shit.
God.
Does he
I'm
give
not
out
even a
turkeys on
Ravens
Thanksgiving?
I'm sure he might.
Maybe.
See, I can separate myself from say he's a great football player, but he's a piece of shit and he shouldn't be in it.
But
Well,
you
he's
can't say
retired
Ray
now,
Lewis
but
is a piece of
he
shit.
is a piece of shit. Where's your suit at, dude? Where's the suit that took place when you were wearing when that suit that murder happened? Where's it at?
What are you talking about?
When that murder happened, they never found his suit that he wore that night.
They wanted his suit so to prove like there's no.
But they
blood
can't
on
find it.
none of
There
that
was
shit.
probably
He don't know
blood
what
on
happened
it.
to his suit.
So what? There was probably blood on
Yeah.
it.
Not-
And it was probably.
That's what happens when you murder somebody. You get blood on you.
I think that whoever was with him murdered somebody, and he would just happen to be there.
Okay.
Wasn't going to throw his homies under the bus.
He's still guilty though.
Whatever.
He should have been kicked out of the NFL. I'm sorry.
I witnessed the crime today,
What's that?
and I'm not in my crumb because I kept it moving.
What happened?
Fucking mail truck going down the street, smashed into smashed mirrors on this pickup truck, and then pulled up around a block and a half up next to a school, and got out, checked his side. I ran up, took a picture of the back of the truck, and I wanted, but then he got in his truck and kept going, and I just kept it moving. And I decided not to ruin the dude's whole life.
So he left the scene of the accident.
He definitely was committed all kinds of.
Can I tell you where you fucked up at?
Wow.
Now, if you were a real Crumb, this is what you should have did. After he took off, you should have went up to the fucking van he hit and laid on the ground, punched yourself in the face a couple of times, right? And then called the cops. Be like, he just sandwiched me between this car and he fucking took off. You could have took a picture of it still, be like, you could have been paid, dude.
I'm not that fast.
Oh my God. You got to think in the right moments, man.
Right. You could have just acted like you were sitting in the car and he hit you.
Yeah.
Now give me $500.
Like I was going to steal that shit. That's what I would have
You
did.
just got to stand outside of it now. Be like, dude, I was sitting right in the fucking car.
Or I was just walking down the street. This guy fucking came barreling down. He took. Why do you think he took off? He hit a human being.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing that.
No.
You could be retired right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It happened 3 hours ago.
He's going to leave here and go lay in front of the van.
No.
Are you
But
sure?
it wasn't about me. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
some poor guy has a fucking smashed up van,
but I think
and you
about-
have the evidence to help him insurance
But
cover pay for it.
Here's what my thoughts are, right? And yeah, it's wrong of the guy, but it's a couple $100 for the new mirror.
W-2s were going to be late, bro. He helped a lot of people.
Couple dollars for a new mirror.
Couple dollars. Do you see the prices today?
Couple $100.
We're coming
right?
out of COVID here.
But this guy, if I called him, reported him, and all kinds of shit, he left the scene, didn't even put a note, didn't do shit.
Was there
All
damage
this-
to his truck?
Maybe he is
Probably
going to
not.
leave a note, but he's going to send it in the mail.
But I could potentially ruin the entire man's life. Like, I'm not trying to have I'm.
Oh,
Like I
all of a
said,
sudden now you got a conscience.
I got the
Yeah, how about you mind your own fucking business?
Yeah, how about that? I got like I said, I got the ghetto devil and the white devil, and the ghetto devil is like, yo, keep it moving, mind your business, and the white devil's like, you should report this, and you should absolutely call the authorities. But I'm like, fuck you. I
The
don't
ghetto devil should have told you and showed you money signs.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's like slipping at Walmart. You know what I mean? You know, them fucking jerk-offs got strict rules. Like, if you fall at Walmart, if you fall at the front of the store, they're not responsible because it's like rented out space or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, there's like all kind of rules. Because I know somebody who fell at Walmart and tried to sue. I wish I could say their name, but nah. But each section is like rented out. So like, there's like even that fucking
Look up.
organization.
Yeah, because they put like a pharmacy here. or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
else Here,
A
so
Subway
technically
there.
that's their space.
Right.
Look up. Is it against the law for me not to report a crime? Is there like some kind of good Samaritan law?
Oh, my
Did
God.
I just incriminate myself?
Like in Seinfeld when they didn't call the cops. Dude,
Obstruction of justice.
what if you go to jail tomorrow? Like next week you're not on the show. That'd be fucking great.
They'll never take me alive.
We'll have to do your Zoom from the prison.
Right.
On a payphone. You'll be on a phone with a screen. Getting fucked in the ass.
I'll be somebody. Yeah, I'll be, like,
Singing your R. Kelly.
Not that that's a
songs.
bad thing.
I'll be somebody's bitch.
I'm
It's a
pretty
bad thing
sure
if you
it is.
don't ask for it.
If you're in
Hey,
jail.
depends on how you look at it.
But anyway,
I'm just saying. You don't know what kind of fans we got out here. We got to be supportive of all sides here.
We are. I'm just making fun of you.
anyway, we
Not
got
that I would like it.
Wanting to be raped.
Not that I would. I'm just
got a rape
saying. Like if
fantasy?
you choose to do that.
Do you have a rape fantasy?
Look, what I do in my private life is my business. All right, buddy?
Well, I bet you can rewind it to Joe Mixon getting raped in jail.
Yeah, say like, yeah,
There you go.
that's the guy who deserves it.
Yeah. See how fast he runs then.
Yeah.
You think guys think he's really going to go to jail?
No, he's not going to go to jail.
I don't think he's
I
going
don't
to
think
jail.
at all. I think these.
Not for
Well, they're
that.
not. They're not saying what happened with the kid yet. They're just
No.
saying the kid got shot.
Yeah.
somehow.
This
They're
just happened.
not
A
saying what
gunshot happens at a house, and they're just saying somebody was injured, but they're not saying if it was a gunshot or not. How else did this fucking kid get hurt?
Yeah.
If it wasn't from the gunshot, it wouldn't be in the news.
If it's his gun, he's going to.
Well,
get
we'll stay.
It's probably not his gun.
We'll keep.
And how does he have a gun? He broke a fucking girl's jaw in college. You shouldn't be like that. Should be on his
Because he
record.
didn't get charged with a felony.
Oh, he didn't get charged. That's right. Yeah. See how this.
So we'll keep posting on that story.
Yeah, calm down, Big
What,
Daddy.
what you got? Anything good?
Yeah, he had another topic, couple things he wanted to talk about.
Well, since I'm going on here,
Yeah, you're on a rant. I see you're fired up.
that really got me fired up, man. Because the NFL's been doing this shit for years, and like they got to draw a
Of
line.
course, and this is just the shit you know about.
Yeah, imagine what you don't know about.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy and insane.
And it's still happening. Jalen Carter, probably the best person in this draft, was drag racing somebody last year.
Oh,
during the
yeah,
season.
killed somebody, right?
That person wound up dying. That he was racing in the shit. He's still gonna get drafted.
Ah, man.
Hopefully to the Raiders.
God forbid. To the Raiders. That'd be your luck.
Yeah.
You guys are the only team to draft somebody with a heart problem.
Oh man,
That's
breaking news, dude.
What's that?
Robert Blake dead at 89.
Damn.
Why does that sound familiar? Robert Blake.
He's a crumb.
Robert Blake. Robert
Yeah,
Blake.
He killed his old lady.
killed his
Was that the
wife.
guy that from the 80s?
He was Beretta, the
Yeah.
detective with the cockatoo on
they
his
think me
thing,
my old lady watched a show on him.
and he was
Yeah.
Mickey on Little Rascals.
Okay, yeah, I know you mean.
He killed his wife years ago.
Yeah.
Got away.
They never found her, right? They still never found her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a great joke in Anchorman, where the one dude, I think it might have been Anchorman 2, where he was like, yeah, I'm out in L.A. I got a group of guys we hang out with. It's me, Robert Blake, OJ. It was like 3 or 4 dudes that all were like accused of killing their wife. And he was like, yeah, we're called the Lady Killers. We go out and have a good time or some shit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Anchorman's classic shit.
Yo, speaking of some classic shit, real quick, the History of the World Part 2.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
You seen it?
There's it's not a movie. It's episodes.
Oh, it's
it
a
is.
They
series.
put the first 3 or 4 episodes out, but
It's it's what's his name though, right?
Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
He hosts. He's still around,
Can't
kicking
fucking
at
wait.
90-something years old.
96. He's the voice.
Dude, he is still totally with it.
Yeah, I see clips of it.
Good.
Or him talking about it.
And the show is hilarious. Like the
You
last
saw the first episode?
I saw a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of
they're
them.
on.
They're all now, all on like Paramount Plus, I think.
Okay, I thought it was on Hulu.
One of those. I don't remember. I got,
One of the 1,000 ones we have to
yeah, I
pay
got
for.
fucking all of them. So anyway, there's like 4 episodes out right now, but it's fucking hilarious. If you've never seen History of the World Part 1, you don't need to see History of the World Part 2. They don't really.
But watch it.
Right,
Watch
yeah.
one.
Watch
One
History of
is
the World
so
Part
good, dude.
One is classic.
classic.
Remember watching that when little?
all Mel
man.
Brooks movies are classic. Blazing Saddles. Young
I watched the
Frankenstein,
first 2 episodes of this one.
Men in
Funny
Tights.
shit.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah. It's classic. Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. There's like,
Spaceballs.
Mel
man.
Brooks has
It's a
like
good way
so
to get
many
you to
Spaceballs.
learn something too.
Yeah. How do you think I
Yeah.
got my knowledge? You think I got it from fucking books? Fucking Mel Brooks taught me everything I know.
Yeah, I heard
I think
Nick,
I'm so goddamn funny. Nothing on that?
Nick Kroll was on one of them talk shows last night.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking.
He's in one. He's in
a bunch of them.
He's in
in
them?
that right. Nick Kroll, yeah.
Like Nick Roll.
He said they were standing there taking pictures with the cast of the show and Mel Brooks, and the photographer was like, "Look at me," and then taking pictures like, "Look at me, look at me," and Mel Brooks was like, "Yeah, we're all fucking looking at you. Take the fucking picture." At 96 years old.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yo, there's because they had one about the invention of the phone, you know, and Watson was in the next room and the phone starts ringing. He picks it up and he's like, "Hello," and he's like, "This is your mother." And he's like, "My mother passed away." He's like, "Is that?" And he kept talking. He's like, "Is that you in there?" He's like, "No, it's not me." Watson's like, "No, it's not me." And then he kept, but it was Watson the whole time. You have to see it for yourself. I'm not going to ruin it.
Yeah,
Right,
thanks for the
yeah.
spoiler.
No, I didn't spoil it.
Gee,
I didn't even
Alexander
spoil it.
Graham Bell.
Yeah, but I did not spoil it. Did I say Thomas Edison?
He said
Jesus
Watson.
Christ, stop talking. Jesus Christ. You're going to ruin it for us.
Well,
Are you talking about the episode?
I meant. To
I didn't
say-
watch the episode yet. I'm asking you. Alexander Graham Bell.
It's Alexander Graham Bell. I said Thomas Edison because he invented the light bulb, but I was talking telephone.
One's telephone, one's
Yeah,
light bulb.
right.
See? I'm
Do you
smart.
know which one's which?
Technically,
I'm going to say Bell was a telephone. It was Bell telephone.
yeah.
Yeah.
See?
right,
I'm wicked
see?
smart.
Technically, Edison pretty much stole the patent from
Yeah,
Tesla.
it was some Italian dude, right? Tesla?
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah. Shout out to the Italians.
Tesla stole it from somebody. Tesla stole a bunch of shit.
Look,
Edison
give the
stole
Italians
it
credit
from
where it's
Tesla.
due. Jesus Christ, they're gonna steal that from us too.
Tesla's-
You know what else
Yeah.
Italians created?
All right, fuck Tesla.
The chicken wing. Buffalo chicken wing was created in Mama. I forget what the damn name.
Tesla invented the chicken wing.
No, but Italians did. Italian lady.
Was it in Buffalo?
Buffalo chicken wing.
Bullshit, because you never seen buffaloes with wings. Not once.
You know, somebody said they wouldn't eat buffalo wings because somebody told them they were made out of peeps, not the candy peeps, but
Love candy
baby
peeps.
chicken.
Jesus
baby
Christ.
chicken.
That's my favorite Easter candy.
They up until they were about 30 years old. They thought they took baby chickens, dipped them in the fryer, and made. That was what they called.
Didn't they ever look at a fucking?
They never
chicken
did.
wing?
They wouldn't do it because somebody told, and they never. And then when somebody actually was like, "Look, it's chicken meat, and it's not a fucking baby chicken."
Yeah.
But they were 30 fucking years old. That people were fucking sheltered in the world.
But might be good though.
I would eat one. I eat baby octopus.
Yeah, when you get calamari, you get a little baby octopus sometimes.
Right.
Would you eat balut?
What the fuck's balut?
Oh my god, dude! I heard this on a great podcast called Bad Friends. It's a fucking egg, right? But it's a egg with an embryo in it. It's actually the fucking chicken in the egg.
Nah.
There's like beak and shit in it. It's big in like the Philippines and shit.
No.
It's fucking disgusting.
yeah, I'm not
It's
doing it.
huge in the Philippines.
If I can't scramble that shit with some
Fucking
cheese
right.
and salt and pepper,
Nothing like some scrambled eggs.
not eating it.
Fucking loads of ketchup.
I don't give
I
a fuck
can't
if
put
it's a
ketchup on it,
dinosaur
it's
egg or an ostrich egg or any kind of egg.
Yeah.
I'll scramble it and put some salt and pepper and cheese.
Let's just
on
say it. If it's not from a chicken, I don't want the egg. Right?
Who knows?
No, I mean,
Yeah, why don't we eat turkey eggs and shit?
Yeah. Do you
An
want to eat a
ostrich
turkey
egg might be delicious.
ostrich eggs though? Ostrich eggs are like the equivalent of like 30 eggs.
I think there'd be a lot of fluid in it. Ostrich. It'd be disgusting.
Nah, it's an egg. It's just a fucking
I
giant
don't know,
egg.
man. If it ain't chicken,
Just need
the
more
fuck outta here.
seasoning. More seasoning, more cheese.
Duck eggs are supposed to be actually really good too.
I might go quail.
eggs, yeah.
I might go quail eggs. They do look,
I heard
Quail eggs are
quail
like
eggs
this
are good.
fucking big though.
but they look appetizing. When you see them, they look appetizing.
What do they look like?
They look like little scrambled. Well, not scrambled. Little fried eggs.
Okay.
Like, I guess if you do it that way. I
Like
don't know if you
silver
scramble
dollar pancakes.
Yeah.
Compared to regular
it. So
pancakes.
instead of eating like 4 scrambled eggs, you gotta have like 20 scrambled.
Well, here we
How many
go.
scrambled eggs how many eggs if you made scrambled eggs for yourself, how many eggs you crack in the scramble?
Just for me by myself?
Just for you by yourself.
Probably 2.
2?
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
No. I do 4.
I was gonna say 3 or 4.
It's too much cholesterol.
My cholesterol's perfect, man. My blood work is A-OK. So I can do an extra one.
Okay.
You? Like 3 or 4. How about you, Chris?
How many eggs?
Yeah. If you're making scrambled eggs for yourself, how many are you cracking?
3.
3. Yeah. So you're out. You gotta stick your
I might do 3 if
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
hungry.
There you
But
go.
Well,
offhand, I just normally do
3
2.
egg out. Because and then I add the shit in.
You just put milk in your when you scramble eggs?
I do, because it makes them fluffier.
A little bit.
No, but what you're really supposed to do,
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's gonna tell us how to
way.
make perfect scrambled fucking
the best
eggs.
fucking
Leave the
way
lid, though, because that'll make them
is your pancake batter. Just a little bit of waffle or pancake.
That sounds
batter.
interesting.
Because
Is that what Chef Ramsay does?
and you pour it, and then you whisk that. You have to whisk it.
Whisk-
Have you ever done it?
Whisk.
Or you just
Is
seen
this
it
Gordon Ramsay's?
Yeah, I've done it.
All right, have you done it?
Yes, I have.
Is this Gordon
Listen,
Ramsay shit or not?
No, I don't
Emerald.
think- I don't know. You know what? But yeah, because milk's okay.
Makes them fluffy.
So you make just this much pancake batter just to put in there?
You fucking lying piece of shit.
Huh?
You know what I've always wanted to try?
Listen, don't you just trust the process?
Yeah, you're a lying piece of shit.
I make pancakes. All right, I do it only when I
You
make
save the batter from your pancakes just in case you make
and I
scrambled
save
eggs.
a little bit.
Yeah, I bet you do.
A little bit of baby batter.
Have you ever even done that?
Yeah, I have.
That's what we're talking about here.
I'm
Have
Googling.
have I lied to you about anything?
Yeah, quite a few times.
Yeah. Every
This
time
is
you
a
open your
well-known
fucking
liar,
mouth.
folks.
They already know that if they met me.
You know what I always want to try though? On Sopranos, remember before Tony killed Ralphie? He was telling him how to make perfect scrambled eggs. He said a little sour cream.
Yo, that's the. I just Googled Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs.
Sour
and
cream?
Stir in a dab of sour cream or some French bullshit, chive, salt, and pepper.
But he
Thank,
always, yeah, but
thank God my old lady keeps fresh sour cream in the house because tomorrow morning I'm making some fresh scrambled eggs with sour cream.
Tomorrow morning before work.
Ah, shit, tomorrow's Friday. No, Saturday morning, I'm making fresh scrambled eggs.
Okay.
but
We'll
With
be
sour
there.
cream.
Crumb Show breakfast.
Come on over. You guys are
but
always
see,
invited.
also
I don't even know where you live, motherfucker.
Coatesville.
the best way
say
to
my
make
address,
an
but-
omelet, though, in my opinion,
Here we
I
go.
cook
Perfect
all-
omelet, too. Not only
I-
perfect scrambled
yeah.
eggs, perfect omelet now.
I cook all my ingredients separate. I'll cook some like
I
some
do that, too.
mushrooms and some fucking peppers or whatever the fuck I want to put it in. I cook them first. Then I take the eggs, I flip them. Then I put the shit inside, roll the one side over. Then I
You
flip it,
fancy.
and then put the cheese on top, inside, and a little cheese on top.
You fancy.
I never make the omelet. I never do the flip thing. I just make scrambled
Well,
eggs.
then you're not living.
I put them all in this. I mix it all in the scramble, so it's all in the scramble.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's the way to do it. That's how a man does it.
No.
Yeah. Well, you're not a man, so that's you wouldn't know about
You
that.
still sit down to pee.
Ooh,
Hey,
just
you
called
still-
you
yeah.
a bitch ass motherfucker.
I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired. I just want to sit. I just want to sit.
What, at breakfast?
Plus, from Larry, I
Just
learned
woke
from
the fuck
Larry
up.
David. I learned from Larry David. He sits down to pee, so he doesn't, because he's.
What's your other favorite to go with eggs?
With eggs,
One other thing.
Jesus Christ,
One
not
other
fucking
thing.
food.
it's sausage, eggs and sausage.
Okay.
Eggs and sausage, pancakes. And sausage.
Over
should be
bacon?
with- yeah.
Over scrapple?
I love sausage.
Over
Bacon's
scrapple.
better than.
Oh, scrapple.
some-
But see, you're not making scrapple at home
Why not?
Why not?
because I can never get it right.
No, because you got to fry it. You
it's
got
hard
to.
to
You got to
cook.
put it in. You got to.
Yeah.
You can't just cut.
It's
the
not as
shit.
easy as you think.
You actually have
You
to
got to
take
put it in flour.
You have to
Yeah,
put
but
it in
it's still-
cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
I can never
It's
get
a
it
pain
right.
in the ass.
It's just like pretty much bread and fucking chicken,
Look,
bro.
don't get me wrong. Scrapple's probably one of my favorite breakfast foods, but it's hard to fucking cook.
You just got to cut the right consistency.
Ma, we're coming over tomorrow. Make some. My mom makes it good. My mom makes good scrapple.
Of course she does. Your mom makes everything
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, enough about goddamn food.
Oh,
What do
man.
you got going on in that hamster brain of yours?
Where's the farthest you've ever walked?
The farthest I've
man.
ever walked.
Jesus.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
I guess in a storm, the winter storm of like '96 when we walked to the East End for a bag of weed.
That's the farthest you ever
you've ever
walked to
walked?
the East End?
Yeah, how far are you walking? I mean, Jesus
Crazy.
Christ, I'm not walking to the Jersey
I walked
Shore.
from land.
Yeah,
I walked
me too.
from. I was,
Yeah, I
Think
mean,
about
think
it.
about it. Where are we walking to here?
I walked from Arnold's home.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's Oaks to Norristown. That's pretty far. That's
Yeah.
a good 10 miles, right?
Probably not 10, but it's probably like 8.
We're talking 9.5. It's 10 miles. It's 13 to Pottstown.
No, it's-
Norristown.
That shit took me like 3
to-
hours.
17. And it's 10 miles to Collegeville.
When you get on the Oaks, oh wait, that's from Oaks.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
down Egypt Road.
Yeah.
It's like 5 miles.
It's
Just-
far.
Yeah, but just to
That's
get
far.
from Arnold's, to the main street that goes out, that connects you to Main Street,
Yeah.
the boulevard.
That's a long stretch.
Just the parking lot is a hike.
Oh, I forget.
shit, yeah.
I forgot. One
None
time,
of that stuff was there. This was like fucking 95,
Yeah.
94.
Where
one time
Target's at.
around that same time, maybe before that, it's when I first met Vinny. When you first brought Vinny around, like, well, when I came around with Vinny, whatever. Me and him walked to the Eagleville Kmart.
Jesus
Norristown.
Christ.
That's far.
For what? What the hell did Kmart
There was
have?
people up there we were going to see. We were going to walk up there.
baseball cards.
Fuck that.
Then I got stuck up there. I lost Vinny somehow. I don't know where he went. I was up there. I was like, hey, how the fuck am I get home now? Because it was dark. You know what I mean?
There's a fucking
You're
bus.
scared.
And there was these two dudes. They wanted weed, right? So and I had to go to Norristown, right? They had a pickup truck. I don't want to say their name. We all know who they are.
I remember you saying.
So he was like, yo, can you get weed? I was like, sure. Right? I was like, give me a ride to Norristown. I'll get you weed. So I jumped in the back of the pickup. They rode me all the way back to Norristown. And I got off where the weed spot was. Like, doesn't look like dude's home. See you later.
Good one.
I walked from Norristown to Lansdale.
That's a fucking amazing.
So
That's a hike,
So what
dude.
my idea was, I took some acid, and I decided to walk and the old tracks that go behind, like Sturger Street tracks they're not in use. The ones that go behind the zoo.
Yeah, they are.
Well, rare by freight trains,
Yeah.
but not by.
Still in use,
They
like
wanted to.
twice a
Yeah, you're
month.
right. they are in use, but I meant like not in like
Transit.
for
public.
transit.
No.
Right? They wanted to make
Shout
it
out to
into a
trans.
thing.
I don't think it's ever been public access.
I think they wanted to. They were going to try, but
What? Make train tracks public access?
no.
No, like a public transit, like a SEPTA train.
Oh.
But they would have to have one going each way. I don't remember if there's one going each way. Is there?
It might have been
fucking
back in like fucking the 1800s or whenever that shit was built. But
But I started walking that way, and I walked for. It felt like forever.
It is forever, dude. It's
then
fucking
I
Lansdale. You know how
saw
far
this-
that is?
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
like
this
20
crazy-
fucking
20
miles.
miles.
Nobody does that,
I
dude.
saw
Only a
this
weirdo.
crazy fucking building.
Case closed.
Yeah.
I saw this crazy building off to the right, and I'm like, I gotta ask for directions. I was fucked up, so I knocked, and this dude comes out, and he was like, "Ah!" and he was like, I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, I'm just fucking with you. And I'm like,
Not the right
and he's
time,
like,
dude.
What's in the backpack? Kept saying, what's in the backpack? I'm like, I don't know.
You fucking
where
hippie.
the fuck am I, man? Just tell me how to get to land. And he's like, God, just keep going that way.
Keep walking.
Well, I decided to wander off.
Keep walking, loser.
And I wound up on a fucking golf course. And there was these two dudes.
Woodies?
Nah, some kind of regular golf course, but I didn't know. I'm like, where the fuck am I? Two black dudes were there.
Whoa.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yo,
Jesus,
calm
who cares?
down, bro. What are you doing here?
Nobody asked for the race of these gentlemen.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Jesus Christ.
This was before Tiger Woods. Before.
how do you know
I'm
it
just
wasn't
kidding.
Tiger?
Jesus. You're.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. Anyway,
Right,
they
go
were
ahead.
two black dudes, and I'm just looking at these things. I'd never been on a golf course. And then these ball washers, and there was like but there was water, and I just kept drinking the water. I was so fucking.
The dirty ball wash water?
No, it wasn't ball wash water. They had like water fountains, like fancy water fountains with
For the
cups
ball
and
wash.
shit. For the cup, no, they had cups.
You like ball wash water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I washed my balls and I got some water. It was great. It was a great time. But I asked those two dudes, I'm like, where the fuck am I? And I was on like where the college is, the Montgomery County Community College. Like up the road there's like a golf course. I wound up there somehow. So then I decided
Right,
to go
I know what you're talking
down.
about.
So I had to walk. So I decided to walk down, and then walk all the way down 202 where like the William Penn Inn is, and then I made the left and I walked into town. I don't even remember anymore.
How long did that take you? That had to take you like
Hours.
Fucking
17
5
hours.
And I
At
was
least 5.
I finally
Christ.
made it to Lansdale though. I wasn't gonna stop.
Why don't you just
kept
jump
going.
on a bus? A bus runs up and down that road all day long.
It was on acid.
And
Better
plus,
yet.
plus
And what
like
time of day was it?
I started early, like real early in the morning.
Go get her, huh?
Yeah.
Let me take this acid at 9 a.m. so I have the rest of the day ahead of me.
Want some breakfast? No, I'm on
A
acid.
like-
stick in a bandana.
only
Walking the
other-
fucking
That
track.
acid got me full.
My only other favorite, like the best story about acid for me is when we were in this dude's house that we all know. And we were up in his attic, me and a bunch of people. And we were smoking hash, and then we all decided to take acid. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I got a job interview at Bradley.
That's
Hold on.
Like, shit.
You all decided to take acid.
Yeah.
Was anybody like,
in his defense,
should
though,
I or should I not?
if any interview you want to take acid before is for a job at Bradley's.
So I had to walk.
Yeah.
So I walked straight up Stanbridge Street, all the way through the state hospital, walked down Germantown Pike, went there.
Were your arms tired?
So I go in, and I'm just starting to kick in. I'm like, what the fuck? And they always got music. Back in the day, they had music playing, and there
What,
was
on the
shit.
street?
No, in the fucking Bradley.
Oh, I didn't know you got that far
I
yet.
said when I got to the Bradley,
Oh.
yeah, there was music in the streets, and everybody was fucking
Dancing.
yeah. What the fuck?
Remember the little cafe in front of Bradley's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good hot dogs.
Jesus with the fucking food.
I'm just saying, I remember, that's where I used to get my personal
Always
hot
goes
dog
there.
at in my
So
slushy.
So I go in, I tell them who I am. They say, have a seat. I'm sitting there, fucking music's going. Every once in a while, it's like, bing. And I'm like, it's fucking me up. And then I'm hearing
What are you in a fucking Charlie Brown movie?
I'm hearing fucking
pretty good.
sounds. I'm hearing fucking sounds and voices and shit. I'm sitting in front of the crane machine, and I'm like all fucked up. People are looking at me. I'm fucking just sitting there, probably like cheesing. Who the fuck knows? But I kept all this shit starts happening. It was like They finally take me up, and this lady named Miss Fisher was like, and I was looking at her, and she had like her face kept like going like, and she looked kind of like a catfish.
Yeah, you were on fucking acid.
And I laughed the entire interview. I was smiling, laughing. I was like,
Did you get the job?
Control myself. They were like, "We love your positive attitude. Everything's great. You got the job." And then like I started, and like a day or so in there, like, what happened to the guy? I'm like,
You're an angry motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
This
right.
piece of shit that you hired.
They're like, what happened? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, what, you were all happy? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what my response was, but I do remember them like questioning, like,
I needed a job.
Yeah, and I was on acid.
But it turns out the voices, I was sitting under the break room, so I could hear I couldn't hear conversation, but you could hear
The voices.
the voice.
The intercom?
And then the intercom. Obviously, we knew what the intercom was, but I'm talking about the voices I
Hearing
was
through
hearing.
a vent or something.
It was Jesus, man.
When I was like, bing, that's the fucking intercom thing that the old lady, because we used to go in the back room and like we discovered that if you called another Bradley's, they had phones everywhere.
right.
If you picked up the phone, called another Bradley's, and were like, "Yeah, what time do you close?" Because they don't know it's you,
Right.
And then you just wait for them to hang up. It brings the dial tone up, then you can dial wherever you want. So we would call the store, and this was in the
What year was this?
This was in the year of, can I speak to Mike Hunt? And she would be like, Mike Hunt, phone call from Mike Hunt, and like
92.
so yeah,
93.
some jerky boy.
I'm going to
shit.
guess you made $4.25 an hour.
Right.
$5.25.
Ooh, I was
The 25 cents though. The 25 cents was union dues.
Bradley's
a
had a union?
That's I could not, dude. There was this dude. You could get fired there, obviously, because like there was this dude at Bradley's that I was cool with, and he's a total crumb now. I'm not gonna mention his name. I should though, because he's a piece of shit. But
Do it. No, don't do it.
cut that out. I just did it.
I'm not cutting it
not
out.
cutting the shit out. You're screwed. You're going to get sued.
Fuck that guy. But what he did was he told me, he's like, "Hey, it's my birthday, guy." I'm like, "Oh, happy birthday." And I'm in electronics. And electronics was my spot. So he's like, "Yeah, it's my birthday." He's like, "My aunt gave me your credit card. Said to like I could buy some shit if I wanted to." Like, well, that's really nice of her, right? Bring all this shit up. I'm not fucking thinking nothing. He happened to cover my break right before that. And then he decided to tell me it was his birthday, but basically he stole somebody's credit card and went shopping. And then they came at me.
And he checked out at your register.
Yeah, of course. And then they came at me thinking, because they were really disappointed because they wouldn't have thought that I would do something like that, which I wouldn't.
You got frowned upon.
So, but the dude admitted that, because I was like, I had no idea. I was like, he told me it was his birthday. And
Did you know?
Credit card. I didn't know.
Did you?
know?
They're like, oh, he really is that stupid.
He's just that gullible.
I'm just,
Did you get fired?
nah. That guy did, though. But, because they believed me, and he admitted that he duped me.
And they were like, of course. Chris. It was
Okay.
Chris. Of course.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Did he buy you anything?
No.
What a fucking
Yeah.
crumb.
Piece of
It's his
shit.
birthday. It was his fucking day.
I bought a sweet.
Let him celebrate.
It would have been even more fucked up if Chris bought him something. Like, oh, shit, here, man.
With his own buddy went.
I'll buy you lunch,
Bought him
dude.
something.
At the Fabulous Cafe.
Dude, but Bradley's was great. I did get like it was my prime time of ladies time for me. I could pull them all over the place, but I talk shit. I thought I was so cool and was talking shit. The manager of shoes was in the aisle next door. Ran and told everybody I was talking all the shit about. I'm banging this chick, banging that. I thought I was all cool and shit, and then she blew up my spot. Then I had to wait for all new recruits. I had to wait for new hire day to get any action again. Not really. But anyway, but yeah, Bradley's, man, that was a great. A lot of people we know worked there growing up.
What year did that close down?
I couldn't even.
It was in the
like,
90s, like 95, 96 probably.
Uh,
I remember
I quit.
I remember I got a cool ass T-shirt there. My grandma bought me when I was little. Had a fat dude on it. It said the only exercise I get is running to the refrigerator.
The
and
best
you
thing.
took that to heart and lived it as your motto for the rest of your
I
life.
love that T-shirt, dude.
The cool thing
I
about
thought it was
working,
so funny.
the cool thing about being there and being on the what do you call it, the union, like I quit but I never
Showed
told
them,
them.
huh?
I never told them. But I came in like 2 weeks later, like, yeah, I'm here for my check. They were like, you gotta sign this write up. I said, what write up? They were like, no call, no show. I was like, I quit. I'm not signing shit. Give me my shit. And they were like, oh.
Give my whole 35.
But because I was in the union,
Yeah, right.
because of the union, I could have fucking just
You can still be collected, bro.
I could have just fucking like not. I'd just be like, oh, I'll sign it. My fault. Sorry. You know, things happen. I just didn't show up for 2 weeks, and I just had to. They wouldn't have done shit, but I didn't want to work there anymore because it was
You
like.
should email them. Like, I just showed up to 682 Germantown Pike.
Funny thing is,
Realized
I
my
heard
job is
there
no
might still
longer
be
here.
there might still be like just like there's one
Nah,
Blockbuster.
there's no Brad.
What if you're still invested in that union and one day you get like a check for like 80 grand or something?
There's like there might be one Bradley's left. You don't know
I don't.
There's no Bradley's left.
How did this get from how far have you ever walked?
because I walked to Bradley's and then I took
Oh,
the
Lansdale.
acid, Lansdale. It all correlates.
I changed my story on Fat. I told Fats I only ever walked from the East End to the West End, but I remember the story well. We were listening to Chris's 4 stories. But
4 and 1.
one time I was driving my car. I had you guys remember the Chevette I had? Shout out Clyde the Ride.
Clyde.
But I'm driving that and I'm with 2 guys, and I know one of them watches, so you remember this. But we're driving the car, and it's like in the middle of the night, like 2 in the morning or something. We're going down Plymouth Road or Sandy Hill Road right before it dumps on the Germantown Pike. I'm driving, and it looked like there was a sign, like a white sign. And I was like, that sign didn't have nothing on it. And I
Just a
drove-
white sign.
Yeah, just a white sign, like a post here, and then white going across. So a minute went by, and everybody was quiet. Nobody was talking. I'm go by this sign, and somebody says, yo, did you see that horse back there? And I was like, a horse? I was like, like that sign is a horse. So I stopped the car.
How was the sign a horse?
It was a white horse. Like,
He thought it was a sign.
yeah, like a horse, like a leg and a leg, and then the body, I thought was a sign.
Oh, I got you now. I got you.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I hit the brakes, back up, and it's a Shetland pony,
A little one.
a little like pint-sized pony. So we say it, and the rope was broken. Like it was a short little rope broken off, like it pulled it off of something or some shit happened.
There was no person with it.
No, and it was a field. It was right across the street from these apartments, but it was just a field. So I see this horse
Probably
there.
tied up and got scared. broke
Yeah,
the shit
something happened.
away.
And I wasn't thinking, I was a fucking teenager. Like, I wasn't thinking, like, this horse didn't come off of the plains or the desert or some shit. This is somebody's animal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like 16. So anyway, I see the horse, get all excited and shit. And I was like, let's take it back to Norristown. So I pulled my car over in the parking lot.
Wait, you're going to ride the horse back to Norristown?
No. What am I, a jerk off? I was going to put it in my car.
Oh, got you.
In my
In that little Chevette.
1981 Chevette. So I pulled the car to the parking lot, get the horse, pull it over. I try to get it to go into the hatchback, right? But it wouldn't climb up in the back. So I led it around to the passenger side, tried to smack it on the butt, thinking it's going to go in. It just looked at me. I got on the other side of the car, got the rope, tried to pull it in.
Why don't you just tie it to the bumper? I'm just joking. Go ahead.
It wasn't doing nothing. It wouldn't get in the fucking car. So I beat the shit out of it and left it on the side of the road. Nah.
Showed that horse.
So we were like, fuck it, let's just walk it back to town. So we start walking, and then we ended up going, the guy I was with was like, let's cut through the Plymouth Country Club. So
Right.
we cut through the Plymouth Country Club, and we're walking and shit. And I'm like, it's a fucking horse. Let me ride it.
What did it have? Was it saddled?
No. I'm Jesse James. I don't need no fucking saddle.
I know
No.
you like it bareback.
That's right.
Yeah,
Big
that's right.
Daddy.
Rough Rider.
So I jumped on the back of it, And it was good for a minute. You know, we were going a minute, and then we started getting into, like, the bunker area, like, where it's a little higher.
You got to dig your heels in. That's how you do it.
Well, we start going up, like, the side of the hill thing, and then it started getting a little crazy. And it threw me the fuck off. Then we just walked it then the rest of the way from Plymouth down to Norristown to the hilltop.
So you walk this fucking poor horse all the way down to Norristown where it doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Then what?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's how a story works, bro. Somebody starts it, and then they end it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to wait till the end to hear the end.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So we get it to the park. We go to the hilltop, and we bring it to the park. And a couple people came out, not too many. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning by now. So we're just, like, cracking up. Like, me, the 2 guys I was with, and, like, 3 crackheads. We're just cracking the fuck up that we got a fucking horse on the hilltop. We're just cracking up. So then the cops end up seeing this. And then they're like, what are you doing with this horse? And we're just like, I just wandered into the park. we were just sitting here hanging out.
Magical, man.
And this horse just wandered into the park. So they were like, okay, well, we're taking it down to the police station. So they're like, well, what's up with a reward or something?
Fucking Crumb.
So we went down to the police. We just followed them. They said, we're taking it down to the police station. So we just followed them down. They didn't say, come with us or none of that shit. So me and one of the guys I was with go down to the police station. And in the Norristown police station, there's like right off of Marshall Street, there's the garages where they park the cars and shit.
Right.
So that's where they brought the horse. So they bring the door down, and it's open like 2 feet up. So me and this dude are sitting on now it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And we're sitting on the curb across from the things. We could see the horse's legs, and we could see all the cops' feet. You could see the cops walking over to the horse, and then it's old school photography. They're snapping pictures like, right? Like 5 or 6 cops do
You
this shit.
see a pair of pants fall.
Start fucking the horse. And then eventually, after like a half hour, the door comes up. We were still waiting to hear about a reward. Again, we're both like fucking 16, 17
Bunch of cool
years
guys.
old, right? One of the cops comes out, and I said, what's up with a reward or something? He was like, you ain't getting no reward. The owners of this horse are going to want to know if you guys stole this horse. We were like, we just fucking found it. It just walked up on us in the
Flip that
park.
script right around.
Yeah, I was like, it just walked up on us in the park. And he started turning around. I was like, well, can we get a picture with it? He was like, no. And slammed the door. I was like,
My horse
fucking
now, pussy.
jerk off. Yeah. But that's my longest walk from Plymouth to Norristown.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brought that poor horse further away from his house than he's ever
Yeah, I'm such an asshole. For
What a
nothing.
mingy.
Just because it was funny. Just because it was funny.
Jesus Christ.
Tell us what you did with that horse that you thought was funny.
I always wanted a horse.
Yeah?
Yeah, I always did.
Did you ever ride one?
To do that thing that you thought was funny. Tell everybody. Tell the folks
No,
at
Jesse,
home.
I always wanted a horse.
Tell the folks
I was a
at
big
home.
Lone Ranger fan when I was little. I broke my arm thinking I was a Lone Ranger fan.
What, riding on your brother's
Not
back?
thinking I was a Lone Ranger, not thinking I was a Lone Ranger fan. But yeah, no, I was like 5, 6 years old. You know, you climb the top of the
Armored
couch like it's a
couch.
mountain. Yeah, so I was I was scaling a mountain, and I fell off and landed onto the brick fireplace.
No shit.
Yeah, I broke my arm here and here.
2 places.
Yeah. I used to
5,
bang the
6
cast
years
around
old.
all the time when my mom would make me hot dogs. Bang, bang.
Well, I did,
Jesus Christ, the food with
I'm just
you.
saying, it was 5 years old, dude. It's not like it's now.
Somebody out there, take account of all our episodes. Just count how many times Fats brings up food.
How did you eat your hot dogs when you were little?
Deep throat them motherfuckers, just like I do now, son.
I never was a cowboy, but I have done the bucking bronco a few times. That's a classic. You know, you grab onto her back, say somebody else's name.
That's a
hold
donkey
on
punch.
while-
No, I thought you were talking about the donkey punch.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yes, you do.
You're an amateur.
But no, you hold on. And, you
And what? I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
bang her from behind, call out somebody else's name, not her name, and then try to hold on while she tries to buck you off.
I got you. Well, that's when the donkey punch comes in.
No, a donkky punch when you punch her in the kidneys.
Yeah, he's from the back. She's trying to get
I
away.
got you.
Come on, fight
give her
me.
a punch.
You know,
Tell her to calm your ass down, you slut.
Oh, fucking Latimer.
It's just things I
over
heard.
here.
not that I do these things. I just heard these things.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
geez, excuse me. I'm a gentleman.
I know. All the hookers told me.
Christ.
Fucking Tennessee.
Ugh.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
A lot of people, I think, are familiar with Tennessee.
She's a fucking legend.
Yeah, I mean, people know. I think people know who the original Tennessee.
Nobody's ever.
They
nobody's
should.
said,
Yeah, I thought they were being discreet about who she
Go
was.
ahead,
but I
Brian.
think people
James
know who
Platchek, call her out.
Beast.
All right. Well, we got.
Let's hear your poll. We got 15 minutes left. Explain your. Let's get to the poll.
So the poll, I put out a poll every week. I try anyway.
I put a pull up in my pants.
And
Hey-o. Jokes, folks.
you know, I fucked up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I put who's your crummiest landlord you ever had or knew, or the crummiest place you ever worked. I meant to say the crummiest place you ever lived, but whatever. We got two fucking things.
But you're a crumb.
But I'm a fucking
Yeah.
crumb.
All right, we'll,
The fans are just supposed to know this stuff.
So
we'll save the work ones for another poll when you actually ask 'em.
yeah, when I meant to ask, but like so saying who's the crummiest landlord, I mean, is it cool to like put people
No names. No.
That's not.
This one landlord did this. This one landlord.
Yeah,
did
some
that.
people were actually, because I recognize some of these names, I don't feel comfortable. But I don't mind saying that the guy who owned the house that I moved into, Gary Grimm, because fuck Gary Grimm,
I heard of the Grimm brothers.
and they scum
Yeah.
bags. I mean, he has litigation for miles long. Nobody, but you can never get any money out of him. That's why when people get sued, landlords and shit, because he didn't want to give us any of our money because he lost the place. He lost it in taxes and shit. And
You're just sending money to a ghost for rent.
but we found that out. Me and my brother were on the porch, just chilling, and
What else would you be doing?
and,
That's where you chill on a porch.
some lady comes up. She's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hey." She's like, "Yeah, I just bought this place."
Get the
I'm
fuck
like,
out,
"Oh,
losers.
okay." But this dude kept coming back because he had it in his head that if you owned a place and lost it, that you have a year to get to buy the place back. But that's in Montgomery County. That's not a thing. I think that's actually a thing in Philly. If you lose your place, you can't. But this lady already bought the place. It was too late.
Right.
But he kept like coming back and like storing all his shit in the basement.
You owe me
It was
too
a
much
big
rent,
fucking
blah, blah,
mess.
blah.
But I went to his house. He had a wolf dog, like a fucking
An Irish wolf dog?
like a fucking big
Hybrid.
fucking
Yeah.
wolf, white fucking wolf.
They're huge.
But I went in there.
She
Me
said.
and my brother went in there. I fucking was screaming at this dude. I want my fucking money. And his buddy was there.
Why would you
Like,
scream at him that you want your money?
because he lost the place. I want my fucking deposit back.
But then you have to give it to the other lady. So either way, you're losing your money.
Somebody on Cone Street used to have a wolf back in the day. We know.
But the wolf didn't do
Legitimate-
shit.
A legitimate real wolf.
His buddy-
like
Oh,
a hybrid.
But his buddy was like, "All right, what are you gonna do?" He's like, "He doesn't have any money for you." I'm like, "Well, that's fucking bullshit." So, yeah, he was a crumb. Oh, you know why? I should have known he was a crumb, and I should have known better because when we saw the place, people were still living in there. Just didn't even start packing it. He's taking us on a tour of this fucking apartment.
All
We're, like,
this could be you.
stepping over baby fucking toys. There's a crib and fucking we're just walking in, and he's like,
So you could see how they set up their furniture.
and I'm like,
It's like a showing.
but when we
Sample
saw it
house.
empty, you couldn't even tell it was a thing. So yeah, he was a total crumb. Still is a crumb. Always walked around like,
Had a coke problem?
dude. He wasn't.
Who do you think was a better landlord? Mr. Furley or Mr. Roper?
Shout out to Mr. Burley.
I'm gonna say who was the better landlord is Mr. Furley.
Mr. Furley's the
I
better.
love Mr. Roper. I
Both
love
of them.
Stanley Roper,
Classics.
but Furley was the better.
His
Wait.
hands were lethal
Wait a
weapons.
minute. Furley. Who's Furley?
Don Nuts.
Ralph Furley.
Who's Roper? Don Nuts.
No,
No.
Ralph Furley's Don Knotts. Mr. Roper is, what the hell is it? I should know his name.
Isn't it the
right
same
now.
show?
Yeah, same show, but Three's Company had two different landlords.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Remember
That's why I'm getting mixed up.
Helen
Yeah.
and
Right.
Stanley Roper, and then Don Knotts was by himself.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these. Don't use none of these people's names. Your poll? I'm looking at your poll.
Okay.
Hey-o.
I can use some.
You the
No,
owners
no, no, no,
only
no.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that's why I said something.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Landlords are getting out of hand with.
I'm
this
wicked
shit, though.
smart too.
They're getting out of hand. Like what? Like if you rent a place,
Well, I could say Baldini's because they don't fucking exist.
you rent it from Baldini, a pizza
Nah,
shop.
no.
He lived behind him. Used to eat old pizza out of their dumpster.
Big Berm used to work there, and he said the dude fired him the day after his mom passed away. But Baldini's turned into some
Like a sushi
ramen
place.
noodle
Yeah,
Ramen.
yeah.
Well,
House,
that comes into a different show when you said crummiest places you ever
I'm
worked.
sorry, yeah. That's another
Technically, that wasn't his landlord.
true. I did say work though, so I did that. I apologize. Okay.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that fact.
That's not what we have to go through every freaking show we do.
Well,
Facts are fact, buddy.
yeah, I'm close as you're gonna get. So anyway, my good friend Val said her landlord is such a crumb, and she's dead. She has told me plenty of stories, but he wants to charge her additional pet fees for because he says she has a dog. She doesn't have a dog, but he says he wants me to pay some sort of yard cleanup fee to clean up the dog poop, but she doesn't have a dog, so
How can you
they
do
can
that?
do that exactly because the dude doesn't. The guy upstairs has a dog, and then he said all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, you have cats," and then he was like, "I want $200 a month per cat."
What?
Now,
No, that's ridiculous.
well, because
It's usually $25-$50.
because they just
50
found out
at
that the
most a month.
you know they wanted to put a washer and dryer and there's a drain and it always floods. They had a roto-rooter guy out there. Found out it's terracotta piping still and that it's broken.
There's roots.
The
growing
Wow.
through it.
roots breaking all through it. So but the guy's like, but the landlords are so fucking stupid. They're like, oh well, there's a shed there. That must be your plumbing issue. No, because so they moved the shed, and he's like, but he wants to always. They don't want to fix the
Yeah,
problem
because it costs money.
because it's going to cost a shitload of money to
Yeah.
dig that trench, put all PVC
Right.
piping, rocks,
I
and all
thought
that
that 10
other
grand
shit.
easy.
Got to dig the trench, got to put the rocks down, got to do all the shit.
Yeah. Got to pay the guy.
Got to pay the
Gotta
guy.
pay the guy who paid the guy.
But you know,
When he's still looking at Chris's poll.
Yeah.
so
I had to blow it up as large as the picture would go to fucking see it.
but that's Brian James Platchek, his landlord now. Fridge
Peace,
came with the
peace, peace.
apartment, died, refused to replace it. See, those are okay.
Wait, say
but
that
I wanted
again? What happened?
his refrigerator died, and she wouldn't replace it. He has to buy his own.
What? If it's in the apartment, they got to replace it.
You know what though?
It was there when he got there,
Yeah.
and it broke.
Bees, you want me to represent you?
Now they're gonna want what happens when he moves out. He's responsible for taking that fucking fridge.
No,
what if his
he
new
got a
place
receipt.
already got one?
He's gonna take it with him.
Bees, call Fats and Fats.
I'm
I
saying.
would take it off my fucking rent.
I
Mail
really
her the
wanted.
receipt.
I really wanted some like hardcore stories, but I didn't get any.
I had a landlord tell me, go ahead, call, what's that place called when you,
Better Business.
the
Bureau?
inspection. The inspection people, go ahead and call them. I guess I send them a check every year. Like, call me out. Like, you know what I mean? I was in a house with kids with exposed wiring. You know what I mean? Fucking piece of shit. Wish I knew his last name. I'd call him out right now.
There's a lot more slumlords in Norristown. Than
Oh,
are
yeah.
regular.
Yeah.
It's because they fucking made a lot of these beautiful houses apartments.
Not only that, I heard, and I've actually witnessed with my new landlords, them fighting with like screaming matches with these assholes at the historical society. They make it so hard to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, there ain't no fucking tours. Like the fucking brick sidewalks that are all fucking all over the place. They have to have certain windows and use the original glass, even though it's fucking everything up. The historical society is, as far as I know, is a piece of shit, and fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. Well, it looks like we're at about the end of our show here.
Damn, already?
by the way, we killed it at the open mic the other night.
Yeah, we did.
Jesse hosted.
Yeah, of course.
I did
When
my
I'm not
thing.
there.
Fats couldn't make it. Jerry's always there for the moral support. and the security.
Yeah, you did good last week. Your set is getting nice and tight,
I heard it was really.
I wanted to
just like your butthole.
Yeah, man. Well, keep it tight. Kegels.
Yeah, it went good.
doing them right now.
We had a lot of decent crowd, 17, 18 comedians.
Yeah, man. Come out and see us. Subscribe. Come out and see.
15, 16 people. Sean Banks came out, hoping we'd get him over here one day.
Banks funny.
Banks funny on Instagram and all that shit. He's a
You can
cool
bank
dude,
on
man.
banks.
Yeah, he is cool.
He's a cool dude. Not, just generally, he could just be a cool dude.
He's
generally.
funny as shit, and he's smart, dude.
Come do your shit and bounce.
Dude.
But he hangs out and talks to, us young and up and coming comedians and shit, and
Well,
shoots the shit.
comedic young.
Whatever.
Old motherfuckers.
Stop killing my dream, Chris.
Yeah, man, you fucking whatever I'm about to call you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, but I just say, yeah, I did tighten up my set a little bit. I wanted to throw another joke in, but I couldn't really gauge the time. And
I gave you the light.
did you give me the light?
Yeah, man.
I didn't even see the light because there was a giant.
The spotlight was bright.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
shit
might have
was
to
too
figure that
bright.
shit out.
No, and I'm not saying nothing bad, but that's really what threw my timing off. The spotlight was so
No, a
bright.
bunch of people said so.
I was like,
Put a
not-
shock
I
collar on
couldn't
him next
even
time.
Concentrate. I said what I said, and I got the hell out of it.
But hey, it's all as annoying as it is. When you that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you want to be somewhere that's shining a spotlight on you,
True.
right?
I mean, I do. And that's I'm an attention whore. I
Not
need
besides being a attention whore, but I'm saying like you want to be in a big place that shines them kind of lights on your face.
Yeah.
You know
Be
what
a
I'm saying?
star. Accept it.
that. I mean, I kind of am.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
That's what I hear.
On that note, I'll let you.
Piece of shit, but big star.
Good night, folks.
Thanks.